Disputed. Disputed Pods.
Disputed Pods. You want to say Disputed Pods? Disputed Pods. Disputed Pods.
Welcome to season 2 of Disputed Pods. I am your interim host with the most, the biggest shark in the universe, King Cobra, aka the Shark Dem Skelachi. Hey guys, my name is Khamani and I'm the co-director. So, hey.
Alright guys, I'm Amelo, I'm a hopeful Chelsea fan.
Oh, wow. Hello, I'm Gift, lead programmer.
Hello, I'm Homelang, a technical artist.
Yo, I'm Bonga. I forgot what I do.
August is gone, isn't it?
September. What are you looking for?
September. There's a couple of game events coming up. There's Avi Josie, there's like a Joburg Game Fest, the first one, and there's gonna be Comic Con.
Yeah.
So those 3 events, maybe something can happen.
Joburg will be in October or is it in September?
I don't know. My timelines might be off.
Okay.
26 That's in Malahongwa.
26?
26 October, Joburg Games.
Okay.
Yeah, ITP Gaming is a co-founder of that as well. So
We will be there.
What does that mean? How will we be there? As people or are we showcasing?
Both.
These are
I
big
don't
questions.
and the funny thing is that you should have the answer.
Hey, they're close.
No, what happened?
You took away his mic.
No, I'm sorry. We can't be showcasing anyway. So for what it's worth, we are in a very intensive 2-month sprint blast that we're gonna do. So we can be there in person, wave, say hi, sign autographs, kiss mothers, shake babies' hands, do all those nice things. But we can't be showcasing because it's a lot of work and we need a team here rock and rolling, creating the Colosseum. We need an African name for Colosseum. What is it? The crown of
The crowd?
the crown of kickery.
I like this man's interpretation of Colosseum, bro.
There was a show on BBC One where it's like random people or whatever, they first
Smart.
fight. I forgot what the show was called. It could be that.
Smart.
It's just people. What is it called?
Musambe.
Yeah.
Where the vendor guys fist fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Musambe.
Yeah.
Season is also started EPL. There's some
Yeah,
guys who are really struggling.
Hey, it's already not looking good, I'm not gonna lie. But I know, we'll see. It's still game week 2, right? So we'll see. We're gonna be holding strong.
Is the bottle business looking promising this season?
You should be asking Kuma that question.
It's game week 3. Okay, man.
No, I mean,
last week
was
you
game
shook
week.
you up.
Yeah, I did check me out. I'm not gonna lie.
You forgot it is a game week.
No, but Humalang asked you a question. How's the bottling looking this season?
You know we're having delicious Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
Cheers to that.
What did you guys finish?
6th.
No.
Last season. Or 6th.
The
And
North.
Chelsea?
It doesn't hit.
It doesn't matter.
No,
Oh, man.
season didn't hit.
But I mean, to your point, I mean, it's the last. Come on, what's it called? The window's closing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you guys
Should
have
be
done a lot
tomorrow.
of business.
Should be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, isn't it the 31st?
Nah, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday's the 30th.
No.
Yeah?
Mind you,
Why?
you know you wait for a draw.
Yeah,
Shit, your teams are not there. That's why you don't know.
Okay, cool.
Chelsea's playing so late. Chelsea's playing so
If you
late.
Google the draw, the UEFA draw, some things people don't know about.
But
Yo, also Vele has the new UEFA league starts. It's just gonna be like a full-on league now, right? Damn. So you guys are gonna be playing a lot though.
Yeah.
Even you guys. So is it the same for all of us?
I'm not sure, but the whole thing is Like it's structured as a league now, right?
Oh, it's not only like a tournament.
Yeah.
This season.
Ah,
It's
okay.
not season.
So did
You can hold
Chelsea
the
qualify?
microphone to your mouth.
They qualified for so.
Can I just put it in?
UEFA is like a
Band
thing to
league
read.
on it, bro.
You have a Champions League, obviously. You have the Europa League, and
No.
you have Conference League. And they are in the Conference League.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the third one, dog. The one that doesn't matter. So
Lucky, man.
it is
You
what
guys
it
were there sometime.
No, we were never there, fam. Nah, do not put me that low, dog. My team is trash, but not that bad, bruh. We're good.
Is anyone in the room supposed to sidebox? That's the question.
No.
Alright, because hey, the way you guys are talking
Like
about not
sidebox.
winning is interesting.
The light cyborgs.
The thing is, I'm not concerned about the cyborgs. He should be the one concerned about the cyborgs. Because you're the
City.
one, right? Yeah, City.
I mean, that's everyone's problem. That's particularly your problem because in the
What do you
same
mean?
city as you guys, they've been owning you guys for how many?
But here's the thing. I'm not a title contending team. You are.
Do not say it louder for people at the
What do you
back.
mean? I didn't say it. I didn't say it
Say
again.
it again.
Nah, that's not
You
happening.
are not a what?
Cool. Just move
So
on.
you're just here for vibes.
So, you see, every single time I've asked Kumo a question about his team, he's just been putting it under the rug.
You play football.
Yeah, he's making a United thing.
It's
and
so
I'm out
funny.
here accepting my L.
How you guys are fighting for second, bruh?
Come on, they're interested in what we're doing, but why are they not even title contenders?
Fair enough. Can't fight against
Man, it's happy being second, bruh. Anyways.
I'm not happy, but kidding. What must I say? I'm not happy being second, but what must I say? What must I say? Repeat your question again.
I'm just asking, what's going on in this season? Are you threatened by City? How are you confident that you might win the league this season?
So they beat us to that punch twice. Last year was 1 point.
Yeah, around.
Last year, the season before.
You bottled it. That
So
look at
how
him,
do I
he's wearing your
feel?
bottle like you do.
How do I feel about losing twice? I'm so happy.
Alright, cool.
I want to lose more this season.
No.
I don't know what to
there's no
say. I
such.
want to lose more this
There's
season.
no such.
Exactly. So I must hope for the best, I guess.
Alright, fine.
Will we get it? I don't know.
Okay. What do you have there, Keith?
The magic.
The Magic Box's various appearance took long enough.
I'm just putting numbers, right? I'm just putting a card out. Oh, I pulled one.
I mean, it's new season, same old, right?
Read your things, people.
Reach into the thing and like
Read your things.
Okay.
I think that one is still remains consistent.
Okay, I got one, so it's pretty.
Yeah, just leave it there on the table.
So, okay, I got DevCom. Share to the viewers what DevCon is about. DevCom is a yearly video game conference in Germany, in Cologne. The DevCom part of it is 2 days of talks. So you go to different talks about, people in the gaming industry, from marketing people to studios to successful people. You know, just hearing what people are doing, like what they did really well, what they did badly. I guess it's probably a celebration of people who did really well, actually. Because you wouldn't be invited if you did well.
Don't they have like failure talks?
Favorite talks.
Well, they only talk about their tabs.
I mean, come on,
Like GDC has failure talks.
they put the failure in the dab, Mus.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like pure failure.
But I think you apply to actually speak. So they'll tell us to think you're worthy of speaking there. So you have to have dabs, I guess.
Okay. So
You
which
gotta-
talks did
you
you
gotta, like, I
attend?
failed a lot. Can I talk?
Which talks did you attend and what did you find, a big takeaway from those talks?
Jesus. So me, I was focused on the marketing ones. And so I went to a lot of marketing talks. An African talk, because obviously I care about African narratives. I went to a talk with these African American, I think there was some British lady, but black people in the diaspora in video games. So there was the lady from, what do you call it? She works on Spider-Man. She was doing dialogue for Miles. There's a guy, they're doing a Black Panther open world game. So the guy who was working on was there. There's one guy, he's like half Latino, half black. He now lives in Sweden. He was telling his experience of that. So me, it was all about Africa and finding out, and then what can we do to promote the game? That was just important to me.
Homalang, you also went there, right? So what was your experience?
So my experience of DevCon specifically, right? That part of it. It was great, but like there were some things that were crazy. Like if you wanted to attend a good talk, which you wouldn't know what it was until you there at the door. You had to be like 30 minutes early. You would get there like, oh, I'm 5 minutes early, still not get in. Then they'll like record them and say you can watch it offline. But I think we were all there because we were seeing it in person, right? So that was a bummer. But I did attend like the public talks, the ones that almost had no limit to the people. So the first big one that I attended was the one from Larian Studios, which made Baldur's Gate 3, which was the hot thing last year. I think it's still a hot thing, but like last year it was just popping off. They were just talking about how, you know, they go through their development process and the technical difficulties, reconciling with the team and all those sorts of things. So I thought that was valuable. Then the second one I did that was big was the Sony one, God of War Valhalla. So the director for the DLC of God of War Valhalla was taking us through the process of how he got inspired to do that, and you know, the whole shebang really. It was like a drama and a half, but then you see this beautiful story of how this great thing came out. And I also got to talk to him, and you might not know, but I started gaming because of God of War. So I saw God of War and I wanted a PlayStation. So I didn't want a PlayStation and then God of War after. It was God of War first, PlayStation after. So meeting the people that made me get into the space in the first place was hella crazy. So I really enjoyed DevCon. Then I had some other business related talks where you know, want to grow, want to learn as a young company and all of that, want to survive for longer. So I focused more on those talks, but those other bigger ones were just like fun. It was mind-blowing experience. Like, wow, here with these guys. So yeah, sure.
And then like, how was the whole traveling process? Have you guys ever been there before, or was it like a neighborhood for you guys? Germany.
Oh, Germany, not going there. Oh, the bigger drama is us getting there. So,
what's the drama? Give us the tea.
If you want the other stuff at the event, sure. I think Kumo and Prati, you guys have stories, I'm sure. But getting there, you know.
Don't talk about things.
We want to know.
Don't talk about things.
Let's see to my next question. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Prati.
Don't talk about things, man.
Why don't you want to drop the tea, Kumo?
What's Gift's one? Gift says something.
That's actually what she just asked you guys.
Okay, let me answer. Getting there, yeah, I was doubtful. It was my first trip, like going outside the country. So I have this thing about me where I stay in a neutral position until something happens and then I react. So going into it, I was like, are we really gonna get there? It's like the plane gonna explode halfway through. Like, yeah. So I was just neutral the whole time, got into the flight. No, before we got to the flight, our seats were not checked in and we could not check in on the website. So even though we were like set up as a group, everyone had to individually check in.
Yes.
And seats were running out because the flight was overbooked, maybe because people are going to Gamescom, I don't know. But the flight was overbooked. So some of us almost stayed. And then the guys at Turkish Airlines were talking like, if you stay, we'll give you a hotel for 24 hours and 600 euros. That's like 12,000. So that we were thinking. There were some people there like, maybe
I don't mind staying.
Maybe I can take the hotel. But I was like, I can't do that because if I get there late, you're just off the whole time. You know, you feel like you started a step behind. You feel like people have done more. It's just off. So I was like, I'm not gonna have that experience. So I tried to force to get there. We got in, we got to the flight, great, we get to Istanbul. Guess what? Our joint flight is also overbooked. And then they're like, we can stay here, we'll give you the same hotel offer, and like 400 euros this time, right? Still considerable, it's like 8 point something K. But I was like, no, I just want to get to Cologne. I'm stressing right now, money could be the last thing on my mind. So then, yeah, we were there, we waited for a while before they took us in for the last one.
Yeah, that second one. But anyway, Kima, you would have made if you were early, by the way.
Oh, so he was late.
Yeah, you only were in the drama region because you were late, Kima,
Like
at the first leg at least. the first leg. But the second leg, yeah, but I mean, what was that wait? Because they said they're not going to give us, there's no space. And it's like a 3-hour flight. But those people, there was space in the airplane. They just didn't want us to go, what's the place? Business class. But when we walked in, they were like, there's plenty of space in business class. I'm like, why were we waiting outside for these seats that are not there?
Fossey and Timby got into business class.
Is it? Maybe they don't want to put a whole gang of us because there were like 6 or 7 of us who potentially were going to have to wait. So, but that wasn't. I'm trying to think about at least like it, and shout out to Cedar, because Cedar are the people who paid for us to go there. It's a small enterprise development agency. Yeah. So they took 17 companies there, paid for everyone, hotels, the whole shebang, and they got us there at 2 days or a day early. So we had time, we weren't rushing. I think we had time Saturday, and we were amazing. We had early check-in. Normally we check in at 3, right? So these guys, we landed, we were checked in at like 10 or 11. That was amazing. And then the following day we went to go pick up tags. And then Mondays when it kicked off. So Cedar really did an amazing job. The hotel was amazing. They had a shuttle pick us up every day to take us back.
Was it like all work and no play when you guys were there in Germany? Strictly business or any sightseeing, exploring?
I don't know, it was all business.
Homelang, I saw a video.
It was just business.
So I'm gonna do this. Like I have a bag of beans, right? So
are those the souvenirs you're giving us?
I'm just gonna spill the soup a bit, but the beans are gonna stay in the can until the responsible people wanna spill this. But there were 2 groups, right? With the Cedar. We had Kenzie for our group, which was the leader guy, and then they had Brati. So they had Brati.
Who is this mysterious Brati?
We had Kenzie, and we would go, we woke up very early, around 7, and then we would go to the event, would knock off at maybe 5, but sometimes we'd stay at the event until 6. Then when we got back, we would walk around Cologne with Kenzie, we'll see shops, we'll go eat dinner, we'll go do these things. Around 10ish, we'll come back to the hotel, but not go to our rooms, or actually sit and talk and bond and stuff like that. So we usually slept late and woke up early. So we'd sleep at 2 and stuff, because we had to also write some reports. But it was a good mix. Even when you're at the event, during booth times, let's say your meeting is on that other side of the hall. On your way, you are seeing things, you are seeing people, you are engaging people, especially if some time between your meetings. And even on the way back to the booth, you might see something that piques your interest, and you're like, ooh, let me watch this. So I feel like it was a good blend.
Yeah, I saw when you sent us a video, you were shocked that the Mercedes, they use that as taxis, cabs.
Yeah, I was surprised to know that the S-Class is proper taxi.
Was it like Uber Black? Or just a regular taxi?
They have the taxi thing on top. So they even have a specific
they don't charge more?
color scheme.
Do they charge more?
They most likely charge more.
So it's Uber Black in a sense.
It makes sense when you think about it.
Local, it's their local thing, right? Even when I was looking at what we would call a CIA, it was the Vitos, right? The V-classes.
Ooh.
So it's they're embracing their local brand. But you can tell that it's almost like when they produce that specific S-Class that they use for the taxis, it is for the taxis. It has a specific color scheme. They're all estates, so they didn't have the sedan type ones and those kinds of things. And then they just rolled up there in the city center. You can just walk up. If you have the Euros, Putu, I'm going wherever, and then they'll take you.
I'm curious though, did you guys showcase any Khamani stuff while you were there?
Yeah, so we had a booth. So what Cedar did, there was a Cedar section. This is now at Gamescom, right? So we were near India and France and Turkey or Turkey, their stands and Don't Nod games. So in the stand area.
Did you say Don't Nod?
Yeah, Don't Nod next to.
That's really dope actually.
And then you just had so we had TVs. A board with the company name and a TV. And then an HDMI, so you can plug in your laptop and then show people. And people can come play. Some people just put memory sticks or videos.
How's the feedback?
The feedback, that's spicy. It's spicy because it's painful, man. Like, I think the big thing is it's an international event, right? Everyone is producing work of extraordinary quality. Like, it's out of bounds. So you have to reconcile that. So I guess at maybe the first day there's a shock of like the distance between us, which is also Kimang.
So you remember you playing PSL?
I'm playing PSL, but I'm at UEFA, yeah, and I'm looking at Mbappe. I'm like, shot. And I've got you there in defense. I'm like, oh god. Oh god.
Goalkeeper, man.
Goalkeeper.
So you see the gulf, and I think it's Mara, probably the silver lining is that we are different, or at least we're bringing the difference. There's an African difference that these people don't have. I remember this dude from America. He came over. I think he saw so I brought the pull-up banner, Khamani, so people could see it, and then people were coming like, oh, it's dope. I think it's the lady from EA was, it's amazing. Then this American dude came, and he is like an anthropologist. So we were talking about Shango is from this region. Yoruba, the dude knew all about the Yoruba people. He knew about like the Nubians. So we are going, and he's like, wow, he's excited. And give on, what's his name? Dylan. Shout out to Dylan, wherever you are. I forgot what city he's from. We're chatting, and they've been working on a game for 10 years. So that's the other thing. Also, maybe we have to take stock of like the times, right? There's times, there's experience. I mean, people were there with 20 years experience. They've been making games for 20 years. So there's a lot of things that you get shocked, but then you also have to understand where you are in your development process. But also, so maybe my silver lining was that the African push, the African narrative, the African design, the African look is needed. And these people are like, they see the same thing, so they want to see more of what we have to make. So the only thing is now to make it super quality, right? We can't bring it there and it bombs. So They want it, but we must now make it beautiful.
When Bonga, Gift, and Mamelo, how do you guys feel about being left out?
Oh, I felt great. Oh my god.
What did you guys do during that long break?
Oh my god. Alright. You go. The thing is, I started the weekend, you know? First time, when I said I was gonna get my black, I got my black. It was awesome.
It was great.
It was great. It was
What's a
relaxing.
Oh,
it will pop over here.
Jesus.
There's a thing. and then I chilled for a bit for the weekend, and then I went straight into the taxi. You know how taxis are, you know, but it's a long distance one, so I don't need to do the counting anymore because they won't trust you with the hundreds now, you know. So you just pay it there, and then you just there, you know, at the back of the taxi, bro. Just getting that CTE if you're trying to sleep, you know. And then you know that, right? Then I'm with my mom, and then obviously my mom hasn't cooked since she was 16, so I have to be the one that's cooking. So it was something else. Started talking, and then I told her about you guys going to Cologne, how excited that is, and then she just started slagging about the fact that she goes overseas. And about the Asian countries of how hot it is, right? Like as a dark skinned person, and you don't understand humidity. Every single time you walk outside where there's no aircon, you'll just be feeling that heat coming.
I second that.
just be feeling that heat. So I just kind of chilled with my mom the whole week, and then we just watched some movies, and then she told me about the book she was reading. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Then I came back with a new haircut.
Oh yeah. Wait, what's she reading?
She's reading. Sometimes it's like Nora Roberts, and then it's the other books that I can't say. The the women readers know what they are. So.
Oh, okay.
What, Nils and Boone?
No, they know what they are.
Nils and Boone.
They know themselves.
But wait, I want to know about when you're having your summer, like how many you guys drink at a time? How many? When you say you had your black, like you wouldn't go buy like 6 or you bought like 2? How many did you buy?
I always buy a 6-pack.
Oh,
Can, bro.
like the dumpies. Cans.
Yeah, dumpies are just way too small.
That's an interesting beer, I must say. It's too sweet. I don't drink it. It's very sweet for me.
For me, I think it's just right.
It's just
The
right.
Canadians did it right.
Don't they say it claps also? People you get pumped
It
quick.
claps the Ngutu people, bro. The 1 liter, where you need your arm for holding it, you know? And then you need to share with the other people, you know?
You guys get the buzzkiman. What's that thing called? The swapping. Backwash.
Yeah.
Backwash. Extra flavor.
Get that extra flavor in.
But you didn't say so. But home is Rustenburg, right?
Yes.
How far is that, bruh? By taxi, that's real life.
I think it's in Randburg. It's actually not that far.
The straight from Randburg to Rustenburg.
Yeah.
God damn.
Remember when we went to when we went to the creative camp? It wasn't that far.
Yeah.
Rusty dog.
No, honestly,
That's bread.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
like-
even.
It's probably like another hour because he said it was a 30-minute drive from there.
But with a car or taxi?
Taxi.
But you okay.
I kind of taxi. I forget this.
Right, you forget the
Taxi is real life. Gotta like,
right?
yeah. And don't open the window.
Yeah.
What can I pay for? You are giving us atmosphere. We don't want the environment.
That window is open, bro. That's too long distance. Always open. Can't keep it closed. Everyone will be sweating.
No, this is bonga. This is bonga like.
Who's number 4? Because I think mine was Khamani update, but I think who just naturally segued into it. So.
There was still number 2.
Alright, there was still number 2.
What's number 2?
Wow.
But I get to know about this. Also, they asked what you guys did in your time, and also belated happy birthday to give.
Thank you.
When was your birthday again, man?
23rd.
23rd. How did you turn? How old did you turn?
26.
Oh my god. So you had
up and then the bones are like.
Not yet. Give it like 4 more years, dog.
So you already had your
I'm not gonna lie to
quarter
you.
life crisis last year.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it.
There's one time, bro, I let my foot sleep like this for a whole day.
Yeah.
Right now, like I can't. When I do this, I'm feeling pain, bro.
Whoa.
Shouldn't have slept like that.
Now that's definitely a sign. You know what needs to happen, fam.
He's a good man.
But what did you get up to?
No, so I had a bumpy week actually. So I was happy first and foremost that I was just gonna have a break alone because these guys are gone. I was just gonna have a chill time and relax. Hopefully just catch up on some sleep. Nah? The weekend was great. We bought some stuff, you know. We like drank.
Yeah.
But then Monday kicked in and there was no water. Like it was just like no water, like, nothing. Right? So no, it is actually just Randburg as a place just annoying. So you just have no water, so you have to like buy your own water bottle.
Electricity.
Don't get me started.
Shout out elections.
Right? So then I had to get my own supply of water bottles just to keep clean and drink and hopefully cook, which I'll get to that, right? So Tuesday, the 20th of August, was a very big day for me, right? Because
You even remember the date.
because my highly anticipated game of the year was coming out on that week. It was Black Myth Wukong. I was so excited. So prior to what I did, on the Monday, I went to the office to download the game, right? Came back, I downloaded it. It was 100 gig, 130 gig, right? Like,
What?
yeah, games are getting extremely big. So
How much was it?
it was 850.
850 South African rands.
Yeah.
How much is that in dollars? How much is that in dollars?
normal.
That's
it's
actually
regional.
below.
That's like a PlayStation game. That's a console.
Yeah.
It's regional
How much
pricing.
is AFC gonna come out at?
It's gonna come out 1,100.
But some games don't care about regional pricing, so they come at like 1,400, right?
Yeah.
No, but that's a real price. But yeah,
It's
go
a
on.
real price, but it was worth it.
How was that game?
Ah, dog. Okay, first and foremost, I need to give you guys
No,
some background.
not yet. Before you
Oh,
speak about it in here, just
You
just
see, yeah,
move
like,
on with the
we
story.
are just okay, fine.
By the way, did you have electricity? It sounds like you didn't have
No, I
electricity
didn't.
to even play the game.
No. I didn't have electricity. I just did not have water, Jay. So it was a brutal week. But Black Myth.
So you know that you were Black Myth Wukong at one point.
He was black.
I was so
in shower.
so Black Myth and takeouts got me through the week. You know, and then thankfully the water came back on Friday on my birthday, and then I don't know. It just felt like
Oh,
something
happy
was just
belated.
right.
Why didn't we know that it was your birthday?
this is what it is.
You guys why do you guys
Get you
don't,
some cake.
they don't care about you, bro.
Some cake.
Give him some cake.
Y'all are
But-
stupid.
It is
Yeah,
shit,
man.
right? So the water came back. The water came back, and
That's the
it
government.
was great.
to you.
Esh, dog. You know, it's fair enough to them. Dog.
Wait, so are you flashing with B?
No, I bought
Oh my
water.
god!
So cool.
5 days
So
of
cool, here's the thing.
takeaways.
And water, because I bought water. So I bought like...
Relax.
Like, 5
That
liters
toilet
of water.
was a real scene.
But yeah, I did buy water and then...
How many bottles?
Just because you had German service to live.
How many 5 liters? How many 5 liters? How many 5 liters can flash?
Nah, fuck you with your
Get off
creators.
the
The high
back to
ones.
that world.
Come back to that world. But yeah, so Friday happened, and then I had water, and then I got some birthday wishes from the people closest to me, which was really happy. And then yeah, not you guys. Yeah, and then
Not that side.
yeah, and then who really made my day on Friday was my girlfriend. Shout out to Newa. I know she's gonna be watching the
Aww.
episode. Yeah, no.
Is it Neo or Newa?
No.
No.
Yeah. So
No.
Hey Newa.
Not no, Ratebe, no.
Shout out, babe.
So yeah, no, it was really great. Like she bought me gifts. No, she got me some really emotional gifts, which I won't talk about here, right? Then she got me cake and all of that, and we had a great time. And then she spent the weekend over, and we just had a great time. So yeah, she just made my week. You know, like electricity aside, all water aside, and everything. It ended off nice.
When are you gonna
And
meet
the
Neo,
boys-
bro?
I should come through one of these days. Come on. and then the guys came back, you know, later throughout the weekend on Sunday. And then we welcomed the homie back, and then, you know, it ended off nicely. But yeah, it was a slippery slope of a week. But I did get some rest. I feel like sleep, as we are growing, is a very important thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Sleeping right, bro.
And sleeping right
In the right position.
Yeah,
Sure.
But yeah, no, sleep is sleep is important. I'm not gonna lie.
Imperial.
Wait, that's a funny segue.
What?
Since his name is Raburoko. What did you do? Raburoko, if you don't know, means father of sleep. So we got Mr. Sandman. Sandman, what did you get up to? You also have a girlfriend. Oh,
No, I don't. I slept.
Ox. Ox.
I slept.
I respect it.
That's what I did. I slept.
I'm with you on that. I vouch for it.
As he said, as you were older.
Yeah, dog, sleep becomes that thing. Because sometimes you just wake up with that 4 hours and something just does not feel right, bruh.
You know, and my birth certificate and my ID remind me
I
that.
think I'm on a timer. I can still do the 4 hours, but I don't know when. When I'll get that warning sign.
Mm-hmm.
So you just slept the whole time?
You just slept?
Oh, what's my surname?
Yes. Sandman.
No,
Okay.
I worked on another project. Yeah, it's what I did.
What did you, come on, because, okay, so, Sandman, shout out to Sandman. I was with the Sandman for like, what is it, Wednesday?
Oh yeah.
Wednesday before leaving for Gamescom, the 14th. Sandman, we were here until like 3 or 4
Yeah, around
in the morning. Sandman was putting in work, yo. So shout out. Poo, 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 poo. You didn't sleep, that's nuts. But yeah, it was amazing, and really appreciate the going in,
Things will work.
making sure the product gets done, and come on, the final push. So really appreciate it, Mamel. And yeah, then I got to hear about his brother. His brother, what does his brother do? Music for like a German company?
No, he's a curator.
Curator.
For a jungle.
Random.
For
Tell us more.
he's a curator for Beatport, but otherwise he DJs and he produces also.
What's his nickname?
Yo, Mama, look, can you just...
Oh, my bad.
What's your brother's DJ name?
Ash.
Is this your twin brother?
Yeah.
Where you are a twin brother?
Yeah, it's his twin.
Whoa.
You didn't bloody say that part.
You have a twin.
You didn't say that part. You said my brother's a curator for like a German music thing. You said my twin brother. This random dude in my house. He's a twin. And you niggas like,
Yeah.
sorry for saying, are you guys identical?
No, we're not.
Oh, can you see a photo?
Yeah, why?
I don't have
Please.
a photo of him. I would have to go to Instagram.
Look at me.
You don't have a picture of your brother.
Just look at me.
We'd have to go to Instagram.
How do you
Yeah,
not
let's go
have
to
a picture
IG,
of your
bruh.
brother?
I don't have Instagram.
I'll search it them, bro.
Oh, wait.
He's right there.
It's like, yeah.
Man, what is he doing?
What's your bro's name? Let me go to IG. What's your bro's name?
We'll beep it out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, search her. You search her.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeez, my search is like, it's all Arsenal things in my Instagram search. You like, there must be some bodies there. No.
Did you call them?
Brother, I'll check it here. We'll put it on screen.
Pori.
Pori.
Fruit money.
Your brother get pori.
Your brother gets fruit money.
Oh, you guys don't look, yeah, you guys don't look alike. Hey,
No, we don't.
So you guys are like fraternal twins.
is that him?
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
You guys do not look alike. Who's first?
Does he wear glasses as well?
By 3 minutes.
You know what? You know there's an African, there's a,
Oh, it's you by 3 minutes.
no, him.
Ah.
You know what? There's a doing the research, I was looking at twin mythology in Africa.
Yeah.
The first twin the second twin is actually the oldest in some tribes. Kind of the first one, the second one sent the first one to go look at the world and see if it's good enough for me to come out.
I've heard that before.
So you said Pori out. Pori coast.
Like king or royal families have like taste testers and all that.
Yeah, you have to go. Yeah, how grand. Okay, sure.
Then they know which one
Figure
is
it out.
the older one.
The second one's the older one.
No, I'm just saying with the tasting.
Oh, with the no man. What?
No, we were. Come on. Yo, I'm not.
Royal taste testers, what they do.
Yes.
If you're a king or a prince, the prince cannot taste the food until the taster has tasted in case it's poison.
Oh,
I'm saying I'm a king.
So Pori went to
I was
go.
thinking of a very dark thing.
Pori went to go test. Pori tasted the world for you, and then he said, "Dope, man. Didn't say you're a twin, but fair." Shout out to Pori, and shout out to Marshmallow.
The Germany trip.
Okay.
What did the trip mean to you? And can we have more information about it? So I'm assuming this will be towards Kumo and Umula.
I think it would be great to also just hear from you guys. Even though you're not there, there's some implications to it, right?
Okay.
So I think it would be great to hear how you guys feel about it, right? So we went with Kumo, Disputed People, but we also went as Attribute as well. So we had some projects the guys have worked on, like Fat Pack Joe, that Gift and us worked on in 2022. Very much you were implicated by that, right? We had the recent prototype we made with Bonga and Sia, who is unfortunately not here, which went well, right? I think we got a lot of successes and interests, and a lot of the resources we needed on the project seem like they're on the horizon. So as much as I actually went there in person, I feel like everyone else is affected in some way. So that's why I'd like to also hear what they think about the trip. Me and Kumo have talked, Yes.
It's the bomber.
I need to start first. Okay. So you can see what not to say. Okay. All right. What I thought about the trip,
The
I
royal
think,
taste tester.
yeah, I'm the first teen apparently. Anyways, what I found about the trip is that it's a very wonderful opportunity to see the world, how they're doing and how we do. It's a good opportunity to have and to keep doing it, because although we do game design, we're still in the tech landscape. So meaning that whatever you saw there, like, you still need to go there as much as you can, so that you can still keep up, because you could go there like once and then you do the thing that you saw there, and then they're there like 5 years later. You're like, oh, you still on this? Like, we went past that. So, for like the fact that you guys went there, hope you guys keep going, if I'm being honest, so that you can keep getting that software update.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, I was happy for this, man, because remember the roller coaster ride that we had to go through with the passports and all of these things, right? But I was super excited because at least one of us, gets to go to these events that we usually sit back in our rooms and watch at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, right? To see the latest announcements, just general news on all of these things. Just for one of us to go there and experience it and come back with all of the different findings, right? So, all of us could get what Bona calls the software updates, right? So that we know that what do these guys think about the stuff that we're making and what needs to be improved, because obviously those guys have a huge experience gap on us, right? So it is very helpful to gain information and see, what we could potentially pick off and take back with us and create what we want to make, right? So, yeah, I was really happy that the guys got to go. And obviously, you guys need to go again.
No, I'm raising my hand. Talking about that. So wait, no, this if now you have the opportunity to go again next year, now are you guys gonna rotate or what's the idea?
For me, my side is that no, this man should keep going. That's simple as that. He's done it before. He needs to keep going, get that experience. If we go there, we're gonna be like,
But actually, you have to go first. What do you mean? It's like it becomes a repeating cycle. Or you went twice, you went once, so you should go again. You've done it before. It becomes a self-fulfilling cycle.
Nah, keep going. That's the thing. I'd rather have a sharp knife than 500 dull knives. Who cares, man? I want this thing to be done properly.
Okay, that's Bonga's.
Yeah.
That's Bonga's thing. Give to Anna.
Me, I think I would go there. If I would go, I would like to go, obviously, but from a developer's lens, right? For me, because with Humalang's side, he goes through it with how we can expand as a studio and business and see the different things we can do and what we are missing out on. For me, it'll be, how do I improve on my own discipline, right? And also, that will also contribute to the value that I give to our company to say, my contribution to this is this, and me gaining all of that information could obviously help with how we can achieve the goals that he wants us to achieve. So that would be my reason for going.
And you, Mamela?
I think I do need to reword it for Mamela a bit.
Yeah.
It's that experience of the game that you woke up until 3 a.m. working on, to know that it went, on that global stage. It was there trying its best to the best of the best, right? What does that mean for you? This trip, knowing that something you've worked on has went there to push its weight around.
It's just a reminder that we play PSL.
So, that's what it meant to you.
That's what it meant.
And we need to train harder.
Yeah.
And wait, I actually had a question though. I wanted to ask though, from that event, right? If you could make a wish list of what would you like, what would you want from AG, what would you adopt from AGW? From AGW.
But you said actually there was a moment, there was a thing, that thing you just said now, play harder, work harder. That is actually the big takeout, is we have to work out of our skins and transform and evolve. If we don't work harder, then we're just gonna be there with coming back with disappointment. So that was the takeaway. Everything has to be intense. Really, honestly, our mindset, our learning to get better, working to be better. So that is really the thing. And we can't. And if we don't have that mentality, we're only gonna get further behind, right? When I get to EPL, but we don't wanna practice like EPL, we're gonna stay at PSL, and we can't go back and feel bad again and keep going back and say, we're almost there, we must be there. So that is that was like the intensity.
Are you sure about that?
All right, so in this segment, we're gonna just play a few trailers and then just drop some knowledge or thoughts on what you'll be seeing. Hey?
Should I do it now?
Ooh, but now I can't see. I'll watch on the laptop.
Yeah.
No, Banga, you watch. Yeah, your head's in the way.
Oh, this is the thing.
What is this?
It's the audio, or it's fine. This is Valorant.
And Spectre's Divide.
This is actually a game created by the famous streamer Shroud.
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 CSGO.
CSGO guy.
CSGO gaming.
Borderlands.
This is where legends are made, stories told. This is where the weak come and perish cause they fold. If you wanna live forever, gotta be bold. Warriors mentality, you gotta be cold. You gotta be a savage, you gotta take control. This is where we win it all and take our hold. Then it's time to go. This is where the legends are told. This is for the fighters and the bold. Then it's time to go. This is where the legends are told. This is for the fighters and the bold. Then it's time to go. Against all odds, there's not a challenge or dodge. Time to bring the ghosts. Against all odds, there's not a challenge or dodge. Time to bring the ghosts. It's time to bring the force. I'm the newcomer, time to pass me the torch. It's set a new course. It's time to bring the force. I'm the newcomer, time to pass me the torch. It's set a new course. It's time to bring the force.
September good. Oh wow.
I don't get what is one body,
this
two
is very-
one mind, two bodies. What is that?
Looks like a team.
Did it get replay? I'm
I don't
not
know.
too sure, but
Can you switch?
I think it's one of it looks like one of the character's abilities.
yeah, maybe it was just a character.
Yeah.
Just the one character.
Yeah.
That was so confusing.
So I guess the question would be yours, right? Hoffman.
Oh,
Or is it all
Yeah.
of us?
Mamelo, can you actually go first? Because we don't really hear much from you, actually.
Yo, this genre of games, not my genre.
I mean that's no comment.
I'll be coming from a place of mad ignorance.
What is your genre?
Go with the man.
It's not my
Let it
genre.
out,
It's
fam.
not my genre of games, bro. Like I like story games. I like single player games. I do like story based games.
Let's get on the mic, man, like this.
Yeah,
You don't want to sing in it?
Okay.
What's happening?
I think all these guys are still dying, bro. You can go. No, you.
Anyways, about that, battle royale. It feels like every other battle royale, if I'm being honest. So it looks nice for a new player who wants to do another multiplayer, but there's just so many out there. I don't know. Like I like the art style. It's got that. I think the style they're doing is like rotoscoping and then putting the what's it called, the assets. They don't do the lighting for the 3D meshes, which is kind of cool. I mean, if you like that style of rotoscoping, that's awesome. But I don't think it's gonna be for everyone. But yeah, like it's not like that market is so saturated. If I'm being honest, the battle royale one now, like yeah, it's. I mean, good luck to them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
To give more context on the game, it is a 5v5 tactical shooter, just like Valorant.
Yeah, it's not a VR, but I still think that Bonga is on point. There's a game you're asking me about this one, right, which is facing the same
Concord.
issues. It's like a hero shooter 5v5 thing. There's Marvel Rivals coming out as well. It is like to say it's saturated. While you might be wrong on the VR part, I do think that kind of game is getting there. But I have been waiting for this to start happening for a good while. As someone who like participates in watching live streams and stuff like that, I've wondered when are the streamers going to make their move to start making games. It was like so obvious that at some point they're gonna do that, and I've just been curious about what does the success level look like when they start doing that. Do they start competing with indie studios, or are they just gonna be like finding their own niche markets and stuff like that? And I think what they have is something called a convertible audience, which I learned about at Gamescom, thank God. Which is that they're relying on their fans that are already hooked to a certain game to migrate to their game. So I don't think they're going to be creating new audiences and stuff like that. So even though the market is saturated, the fact that they have their star power on top of that marketing means they can like effectively yoink someone who's dedicated to a game to their game. I think it gives them a limited market, but at the same time, I'm still skeptical with how well this is going to work. You're going to get a lot of companies now that are probably going to pop up with their own IP and make it seem like it's the streamer who did it. So I think we might see something like that.
Quick question before I give my opinion. So what is Shroud's role in this?
He is the developer. So he came up with the idea. And he has a team behind him that basically made the game, the art style, the mechanics and all of that.
Okay.
So it's just labeled as Shroud's game.
Okay, so from my lens, I'm curious to see because now Shroud is a big tech shooter fan, right? He enjoys these games, right? So from my side, it's a thing of what can these guys do differently from what the vets do? Because usually these guys complain or they say whatever that they feel like they could be done better in some of these games. So for me, it's a test to see how different or how better can he make this game compared to, say, Valorant, a game that he always complains and shrugs about on stream, right? So I'm interested to see. But on his part about user conversion, there's going to be people playing this game day one because Shroud, right? So it's going to be interesting to see. Jackie?
I was just confused about that thing about what, you said 2 bodies, 1 mind? So I was looking for the explanation what that meant. I thought it was an interesting mechanic, a new mechanic. But talking about, for me, again, I don't play these games, but the most interesting game I've seen so far is called Frag Punk, where it's a hero shooter, but they've got these cards. The cards change your battle while you play. So that's something, right? And even the way the player uses the cards, like they break them, so it's very dramatic. It looks very cool. And there was the one card makes the enemies have bigger heads, so you can headshot them easier. Another one, there were some cards make like cover appear like grass. So I was just looking for what's different about it. Got it to the point of, so I didn't get the 2 for 1. Maybe I was like, well, do you have 2 bodies? That's interesting.
Yeah, you always look for like what is different about it. Kind of like there's a game called Gigantic, which is like, but that's a hero. What is it? It is a team-based game, but it failed and it came back because it just had various different mechanics and stuff like that. So you always look for that with these games because of the saturation.
So I mean, I don't know how many followers does he have? Spectre. What's his name?
Shroud.
I don't know. It's a lot, man. When you mix all of the platforms, it's ridiculous.
Like, okay, but
millions.
I guess they'll write it on screen.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. He's in the millions though, cool.
Platforms, it
So
might
even
be over
if he gets
100 million.
10% of that, I mean, he's probably winning, right?
Yeah.
For the game. But yeah.
What are you doing over here? You can see me enjoying my little view and everything. Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you followed the Speed of Pods? You haven't? Well, you wasting us money, my dog. Get back to work or you're fired. Flip it out, man.